Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do our Leo reading for August 2021. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided. As always, just trust your intuition. But I do want to say happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. And this is, I'm doing the reading a little bit early. And I know some are like, it doesn't fit if you do reading early. That's just not true. Because I feel like you'll be guided to it whenever it is you need to hear it. You know what I mean? If it's for you. Anyways, I even know your title. When I was shuffling your cards, I just kept getting, and there it is. And there it is. So we'll see what that means. I'm going to go ahead and bring this lid down a little bit. There we go. I'm going to start with our Mother Mary deck. All my decks are already pre-shuffled. It's like my meditative time. Many of you know, my grandson is on the 23rd, right on the cusp of July. My mom was the 5th. My son was the 12th, and I just realized, I looked up right before this, because I'm thinking, how old would he be? And he would have been 38. Sam is on the cusp. He is Virgo, but he claims to be Leo. He's the 23rd of August. So he says, nope, I'm a Leo. And I say, nope. Okay, blessings. How beautiful. Let's read the bottom. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Let me read that one more time. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. All right, I'm switching up decks a little bit. We're going to start with the Light Seers. This is a deck many of you recommended to me, and I couldn't agree more. It has taken a while to break them in there so I can shuffle them. But they're there now. So thank you for that. Okay. And there it is. Let's see what that means. Blessings. Blessings coming in. You know, it's funny because it's like I can hear my son going, boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. So, I have a feeling we're going to get something sometime today, sometime in this reading, that will make us want to say that. Funny, my legs were crossed, and I thought I shouldn't cross my legs, and the minute I did that, the cards came out. So we start with the Four of Swords, which is beautiful. This is healing. So connected, right? So connected to Mother Mary's energy, God's energy. This is, to me, like I'm nesting, giving myself that time, the heart's outside the body, so to speak. And I feel like, because maybe the heart has to heal separately, I don't know. But it's a beautiful, beautiful card of healing. You know, in the Four Swords, I feel like I always have to remind us that there's one sword that belongs to us, right? So divine heals us, but the one sword could be our own thought system, you know, that we have control over. So, beautiful opening. We have the Knight of Swords. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Queen of Cups. Look at that. I just love the Queen of Cups in this deck because she's connecting. As above, so below. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is about, you know, she's got a key around her neck. I just realized that. We have the King of Cups. Look at that. The Queen and the King side by side. Both of them like in meditation. We have the Death card. So it's the ending of something, but then it's the rebirth of something else. Things end. Many times we don't want them to end. You know, this could be a person, situation, but here's the healing over it. And, I don't know, the Queen and King of Cups coming out side by side. You know, he's even, like, leaning in towards her. It's interesting because she's, like, she has her hands out, like, open to connection. And he seems to be, like, she's sending out the energy. And he seems to be the one receiving the energy. He's got a lock around his neck also. You know, I don't know, this knight seems to be like running to his motorcycle to jump on it, right? To, you know, something seems urgent. Whether it be communicate, you know, like this knight needs to bring communication in, truth in, whatever it is, you know, this, like this knight is in a hurry to bring it in. You know, it's interesting because I don't know why I'm picking this up, but there's like this black bird over this motorcycle. And it's almost like he is trying to outrun the bird. Interesting. You know, he's got reds, like they're on the bottom of his shoes, the soles of his shoes is red. And there's an energy really of lightning speed. We have the Three of Swords. You know, she's looking up at this Knight of Swords, almost like begging this knight to maybe bring her the energy. It's interesting because I just realized the knight's next to the Four of Swords. And the Three of Swords, the person in it feels like to me, like I'm almost begging this knight to energy to heal this heart, this pain, whatever it is for you. The death card right before that, you know, could certainly signify someone you lost, because then we have Leo, and, you know, that's a sign of my son and my brother. My son, well, my brother, not my brother, my mother. Interesting. So we have the Strength card coming over this Three of Swords. You know, we have the Death card, and Death card says, you know, I send you this Four of Swords. I send you this healing. I hear you calling for it. Right? I'm sending you through blessings. And this Knight of Swords seems to be part of it. It's like this Knight of Swords wants to beat whatever you may feel, whether it be real or not. I feel like doom. I don't know. So I feel like you receive that. You definitely receive that. Because the Strength card, first of all, you know, the Strength card is about going within, healing oneself, so to speak. You're definitely connected. Don't get me wrong. You definitely have all that unconditional love always with you, right? The Death card, we can just look at the card, represents, right, your gentle self, but also your powerful self, right? The king, or the lion, the king of the jungle. The ruler. Maybe just the ruler of your own life. You know, some of you, this is just getting you back into your life again. Because I feel like the Death card is saying the doors that need to close, they really do need to close now. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean like every, you know, say I'm closing the door on a person, like everything about that person, memories, nothing, I can have none of that. No. What you want to do is move to a place where you can think back and the pain not be there. You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I mean, I've had, I remember when I was younger, you know, finding myself in a horrible situation, and, when I got out of it, like, I'd start to think about it and get in that energy, and I realized that's how I learned how to push thoughts out of my head. Like, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about you, type of thing. Anyway, who knows where I'm going with this? But the Death card says, closes a door, and I will open another. And one of those doors, I feel like for everyone, is some type of a blessing. Like, boom, there it is. Okay, I wasn't going to take this many cards, but we'll take them. We have the Empress. You know, she represents everything the Strength card represents. And that is gentleness and powerful at the same time. You know, the Empress has learned the art of patience, allowing something to develop to its full term. That type of thing. Some of you may have lost a child. And, you know, I understand that. And praying for the ability, I don't know, what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say move on, because it's not like you move on. That you're able to continue living. You know what I mean? And experiencing. You know, the Empress, she grows from her experiences, and she becomes very empathetic and compassionate because of And that's why, you know, the Emperor is very, the sturdy and the, that type of energy. And she's more of the creative and trusting in the process type energy. Anyway, let's keep going. We have the Eight of Cups. I just have to say, I feel like mother and son, like my son. I hope you're okay that I talk like that in this reading, in your reading. Because I feel the reason why I do it is because I feel like when messages are for me, they're also for you. We have the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have, well, hello, Two of Cups. So I feel like this is when this energy of this Queen and King, side by side, by the way, come in. And it's right next to an energy of true balance. Again, a very, much like the Empress, very giving, nurturing type energy. And then there's the Six of Cups. We have, last but not least, the Hierophant, card of Taurus. This is about your belief system. You know, I feel like this is living your true life. Having your true experiences. I don't think the Empress would say no to something. And if she did, like a blessing comes in, I feel like the Empress can feel that it's a blessing and therefore move into it. So I think she has no doubt, like what is real and what is not. Does that make sense? She's very wise. Doesn't matter your age. There's just a lot of wisdom. So, and I'm saying that because she's connected to the Hierophant also. And this is your higher belief. You know, and I love that she's sitting next, or that the Hierophant's sitting next to the Two of Cups. So this is truly a blessing over these two cups. We look straight up, right? After we've gone within, we've allowed ourselves to heal in a way that allows us to move and live, right? Death card says, here's a, you know, just not just saying close the door and give you nothing. I close the door and then I offer you something, you know, but you have, it's always going to be up to you whether you choose it, but I don't know. Some of you, I don't always like doing love readings, but I feel like this may be guided. And therefore, I'm not going to leave it out. So anyways, we have the Eight of Cups down at this corner. But I love this Eight of Cups. I love the image on it. Like, she's walking away from that emotional house. The emotion, like, where the house feels chaotic. That's your emotional house. It's where the cups are knocked over and I don't have clarity. Well, I haven't spent, you know, maybe I haven't, I don't know, looked in the right places, I don't know. But I feel like, and I don't want to talk the negative end of it, because I feel like this is you walking away. And look where you're walking, towards the light. I mean, looks beautiful. Walking towards soulmates. I mean, interesting. Because here she is walking, and to me, the Six of Pentacles is all about soulmate energy. You will find yourself, I feel, when you know, you do the Eight of Cups first, you then find yourself, I feel like, surrounded by soulmates. And I feel like there may be one in particular. But there may be others too who just seem to gravitate towards you, and they're probably gravitating towards your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience, right? And maybe in the way that you give back, you give it in a way that, you know, how do I want to say this? A normal person can understand it, benefit from it. right? Coming from your higher self. So, okay. We have the Star on the bottom of the deck. So that's beautiful energy, right? This is about your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. Card of Aquarius. I don't know. I feel like it's just saying with blessings there that here they come. You know, you had such a big part in this because you had to walk through the pain. You had to walk through it. Right? You may have gotten stuck in it. But I feel like when help is needed, help was there. So I don't know if it's like through signs, probably. Alright. Let's go a little bit deeper. So we're going to use the Crystal Vision, because I know a lot of you like this deck also. So I thought, you know what? I don't know. I was just thinking of you guys. So I thought I'm going to bring it out. We have the Four of Cups. Look at that, coming over the Four of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. You know, I feel like, first of all, this Nine of Cups, I feel like this is me requesting this Nine of Cups. Like, allow me to feel this joy again. Again, it doesn't mean you have to forget, but anyway, I just feel like this is me saying, allow me to feel this joy again, and I feel like you have this opportunity. It's coming your way. Probably divinely sent. I know it's divinely sent. I know that. I know you're being heard. And I know you're being answered. Do you feel it? And then do you follow it? Because, you know, it's like what I need is here. A beautiful opportunity is over here. But am I taking that moment from the Death card to the Strength card to allow myself to become the Empress? Male or female, it doesn't matter, you know, I mean, that's something we have to learn, is to balance our feminine and our masculine and allow them to be. Sometimes I feel like you need more of the masculine type energy, and sometimes you need the feminine, and this just feels like this is calling for more of the nurturing type. And I feel like it's nurturing yourself. Okay, what were we talking about? So we have the Queen of Wands now comes over this Queen of Cups. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, can be another Leo. But she's the Queen of Action. Exactly what I feel like is being said. There is this healing process, no doubt. But there is this period of, you know, allowing yourself to have these joyful things and times and experiences. And because I feel like you're becoming more and more connected, therefore I feel like you do in the Queen of Wands. It'd be wild if the King of Wands came out. Dang. We have the Magician. Just as well. You know, the Magician. I don't know. I like the Magician because a magician has many different roles. You know, magician's first role is to teach the fool that there's no need to bring the past along, right? Just grab what you've learned from it, right? And many times I feel like our experiences, we then use them to help others, whether we know it or it just comes natural. Whether it turns into what we do, like what we do, you know, or whatever it is. Anyways, the Magician is, you know, the first one you meet on this new journey. And I feel like what it's talking about is this Queen and King, because they're together. And we have the Two of Cups right down here. So, I don't know. I feel like the Magician's saying, you know, you take it almost like card by card. You know, like station by station. Like you're at station 1. And I'm here to teach you that you have what, you know, like you can get through this. And not just that, but you can create. You can create and you can create wonder. And boom, there it is. So, you know, and then you think of who do you meet after the Magician? You meet the High Priestess. And that's all about your intuition, right? And the High Priestess is teaching you that during this path, the Magician has given you the tools. I am now telling you the secret is within you, right? It is your intuition. That is your GPS. So, okay. You know, there may just be some kind of news on its way. And it's coming fast. Coming to this Queen. Whether it's like physically. And what I mean by physically, like somebody physically telling me this, like walking in and telling me this, or is this like, I want to say by the wire, which, what the hell's that mean? Like text, social media, but it feels more personal than that. I don't know. We have, look at this, we have the Knight of Swords, but the Knight of Swords is coming in reverse here, over the Death card. You know, whatever this Knight of Swords seems to be rushing in, maybe the Death card is saying, I can bring it in. It wouldn't be, how do I say it? Or let's say it a different way. You know, because this Queen of Cups is very connected to this Knight's energy. And the Knight in reverse coming over the Death card. Maybe this is where I'm not feeling, right? I'm not allowing myself to feel. Almost sometimes you shut down that area, right? But I feel it's important because I feel like it's just saying there's maybe messages that you don't receive because you receive them or they're there, but you can't perceive them because, you know. Well, what's in my hand? Look at this. The Unknown card in reverse. Interesting. You know, I feel like the Unknown card is like the dark energy of the High Priestess. You know what I mean? Like the High Priestess is opposite. Her crystal ball is cloudy. Can't see anything. Coming over this Three Swords. But also touching the Healing card. So I feel like this is more our energy. We have the Lovers. Interesting. I could see you not trusting that the energy of the Lovers would show up for you. It doesn't mean it doesn't, though. Because I feel like this Lover's connected to the Queen and King, and the Two of Cups. This must be talking about quite a relationship. Quite a couple. Now, doesn't always mean everything starts beautifully. You know what I mean? Like it's the you know, fairy tale, because there's some energy here that make me question here. Okay, let's keep going. Well, there you go with the Hermit. I was going to say your sister. This is the card of Virgo. And this, again, is, you know, I love this coming, first of all, over the Empress, because where I have doubt over here, or the energy just feels darker. I'm just going to put it that way. And it's due to one experiences or many experiences. I don't know. At least one. And, you know, I feel like what it's saying is, first of all, what we have to do is we have to get you back into the Nine of Cups energy. I feel like that's the message that would come to you, that is coming to you. We have to get you there. And with the Eight of Cups down here, right, walking away from the emotional mess, whatever that means, and moving into the Nine of Cups. And that's just allowing, you know, even if it's just baby steps, it's just allowing myself to experience again. So, where there's some doubt, I feel like, you know, the Magician, interesting, I was talking about the High Priestess too, because I feel like the Hermit is all, like, it's all important. By the way, the Hermit and the Lovers both share Mercury. Gemini and Virgo coming over Leo. The Hermit is about your inner light, right? You're seeking. You know, I feel like in the Hermit's energy, and I know I've gone through this a few times, you start seeking answers, knowledge, truth. You know, you start asking the big questions. Excuse me. But I feel like if you allow yourself to stay connected, you receive the big answers. You know, I definitely feel I have. Not all, trust me. I feel like the learning never ends. I mean, how could it? How could, you know, that's what this life is about. So anyways, I feel like when the Hermit, you know, it's like the Hermit goes through sometimes the dark night of the soul or into the dark cave, right? But he's seeking within that energy. And I know that the Hermit would see the light in this energy and therefore grow that light, because eventually the Hermit then becomes not just has the beacon of light for oneself, but also for many, whether you know it or not. But hello, we have the Lovers also connected to that. This feels, this reading, I don't know how to explain the way it's making me feel. Alright, I know, I'm flipping some, not flipping. I hope you just trust me now. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. You know, look at that. That's exactly what I felt earlier. This Eight of Pentacles. This is what I choose to focus on now. And it's moving you into, again, the Six of Pentacles energy, which is a very, first of all, think of the 3 and the 3. And just the, what it represents, right? First of all, creativity. your uniqueness, your unique part to something, your unique experiences. And it's coming over very generous type of energy. So, you know, and this Queen of Pentacles sitting over here, I feel like she's representing the business for some. Some of you, literally, what you do, what you figure out, is you take your own experience and in some way, like once you've come to understand, like maybe even each journey, let's say each pinnacle, you start to see, first of all, the patterns. You start to see everything, right, when you're looking, you know, through clear lenses. So anyway, long story short, I feel like this is definitely energy of showing that your experiences, you know, may become your business now. And I don't want you to think of that as like, oh, now I'm taking advantage of other people are hurting. No, because you're coming with a very generous heart because you have been there. And I feel that as I move into this energy, here is this Two of Cups. Here is also where soulmates start to reach me. And one of them I cannot say is not a lover, because we have the lovers, and we have the Queen and King. The Queen and King that would show when I want, you know, when I'm open, my heart is open. Both. So, let's get our last two cards. You know, I always think I should wait till it's your birthday to do your reading, but it's like when I feel called to do a reading, I just do it. And I feel like this reading is going to apply now. But, you know, perhaps you'll be referring to it in August and understand it more, even more in August. We have the Eight of Swords, so interesting. So, the Eight of Swords, unfortunately, you know, it's a self-created energy, which means the only one who can uncreate it is you. It doesn't mean that you can't have blessings. It doesn't mean that you can't chip away at it, because it is there, you know, but I feel like the blindfold is there. So and it's coming over the Two of Cups, and I know many of you say, like, I don't want love again. That's it. I don't want it, because you've been jaded, you've been hurt, right? It's just a fact. And, you know, I don't know anybody who hasn't. But I feel like the Death card is saying, you know, you don't have to say, I'm looking for love. All you have to be is open to universal energy, let's say, and take it from there, right? Because if you're coming from the Empress's energy, then you have begun to trust your energy, in what you feel. Because I feel like in the Empress's energy, anything that comes near me, especially with the Hermit's beacon right there, right? And the Hermit's beacon is lighting the way. So whatever comes near me, I can clearly see. I know if it's good. I know if it helps to expand my life, my world. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not going to leave it there. You know, I feel like if you need time by yourself, because sometimes you do, take it. Take it. But don't wear any blindfolds. Don't build any, like, don't burn bridges. Don't build walls. right? Allow the energy to come in, and remember that you control a lot of that. Like, what energy you send out is what will return to you. That's a given. What you send out will return to you. And that's why you're moving into soulmate energy. Maybe it takes you a moment to trust that. That's okay. But take the blindfolds off. So what wants to come in can come in, and then you take it from there. Well, maybe I don't want that, which is fine. Which is fine. However. Alright. Let's do 1 or 2 more cards, and I feel like maybe leave it there. We'll see. Look at that. 2 of Wands. Say yes. Say yes, right? Boom, there it is. 2 of Wands. The fear factor's gone, for one. Why? Because it's coming under the Hermit. Because now I trust myself. I trust my intuition. Which is coming below the Magician, by the way. Right? You, the creator. You're building your world step by step. What you don't want. Right? Or if I keep myself in, let's say I'm angry all the time, and I keep myself there, then it's like more things to be angry about come to me. I'm just going to say a real quick story, what it's reminding me of. Out of the blue last night, we were having such a great day, Sam and I, but he became, well, I'll tell you why, because he's a beautiful yard, you know, it's waving and the grass is beautiful. We do a lot to take care of it. Anyway, the neighbor was having fireworks, which is fine, but at the end of the night, they decided to take the 4-wheeler with this, I don't know, this thing they were pulling. It had all the supplies on, through Sam's yard, out to the road, and they got stuck in the middle, and started spinning their wheels, and we saw it, like the window is way above. It's just interesting. Anyway, he went out and, you know, and moved them on, and they moved on, and then he was mad. He was going to go out there, and like, he was pissed, and I had to, I'm like, sit. I'm like, I am your mother right now. I'm telling you to sit the hell down, because you have to have a rationalized mind. They were drinking, we weren't. He's got a heart condition. You know what I mean? Like, I could see all these things. So what am I saying this for? Maybe because I think maybe it's just take a moment. Take a moment. Anyway, 2 Wands. I want to just really quick, I want to look at the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, but then the 8 of Swords over it. I want to look at that just a little bit more. We have the Fool. We have the Tower. And we have the 3 of Swords. It's almost like Sandy. My heart was broken. The Tower came. Can't you see that? I gave him a chance. I took a leap. Well, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's somebody new. Maybe it's just love. I don't know. Right? Nothing is saying, as far as romantic love goes, that this has to be anybody from the past. Maybe past lives. But anyways, it's showing you why the 8 of Swords is there, right? The Tower and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Well, give me something good. It's like you gotta work for it. Hang on 1 second. Alright. So, I feel like now I wish I would have ended the reading. However, let's talk about the 9 of Swords that just showed up. Over the 3 of Swords and the Tower. The 9 of Swords talks about what it is the healing is all about. Right? It's those initial 3 swords. right, that pierced my heart. The rest of it is unnecessary. That's what the Nine of Swords talks about. Like, because of a certain energy, perhaps then, you know, I get lost. It can move into depression. Here is the Eight of Swords, and then boom, the Nine of Swords. You know, it's like, of course, it's understandable. Of course, it's understandable, but look what it's creating. And that is not what's meant for you. Because here's the Two of Wands, and that Two of Wands truly feels like taking a leap within perhaps your own life. Maybe regarding this Lovers, or whatever it may be. Maybe it's what you create from. Looking at your experiences and thinking, how can I take what I have learned and help others? Or they're just naturally, it's just naturally going to start coming towards you. Now, this may be what's moving in, but I feel like you should be feeling it. Anyway, the Nine of Swords, final reflection. Like, what are these 9 swords? Coming over the Hierophant, by the way. And the Hierophant is, to me, a question. It's about my belief system. Where is my beliefs? Do I trust myself? Do I trust my God? Do I think that I do not deserve? All of that. And the Hierophant wants you to question that so that you can come from a different understanding, perhaps. Okay, boy, I hate to leave it at the Nine of Swords. Let's look up the Lovers and the Unknown. Look at that, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups again. This may all be saying it's going to depend on when you are open to the experience. I'm just picking them up because it's too many. We have Justice, card of Libra. You know, some of you could have gone through divorces. You could have gone through some karmic, hard things. You know, Justice, when it shows in a reading, I feel like it's here to make you whole again. Well, it's touching the Lovers. So it's here to make the Lovers whole again also. And how does it do that? It does it through balance, fairness, everything that the Six of Pentacles and the Empress believe in and move in and create through. So Justice brings balance to this situation. I also feel like this is, for some of you, it's cutting ties to certain things that have become self-limiting. And I feel like I would say thoughts. Cut those ties to them. Those thoughts. Are you real? Are you real? You know, fearing the future, but how do you know the future, right? Like, the future begins right today. Building it from today. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. But I am going to read from the book, Blessings. You receive this card as a reminder of the power of gratitude. Perhaps you've been feeling sorry for yourself lately, or feeling as if God has forgotten about you. Mother Mary reminds you that your prayers are answered in many different ways and guides you to notice all the gifts and blessings you already have. Sometimes shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's right can make you notice new blessings that had previously been overlooked. This is the card of optimism, asking you to purposefully and consciously focus upon everything and everyone that you're grateful for. You can make a mental or written list daily, ideally to train your mind to notice all the gifts you already have. By doing so, you're more likely to notice the new ones coming your way. This card also signals that new blessings are entering your life as an answered prayer. So, you're being heard. And then boom, it's you. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it there. Again, a happy birthday to the Leos celebrating. I feel, I don't know. It's a weird type feeling. So again, I'll depend on your comments to really clarify it for me. I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. But some of you are going to fill in the blanks, and I appreciate that. You know, if you're feeling called to do something or use your experience in a positive way for others, I feel like this is really the time. It's always the time. But more, I feel like you are ready. You are ready. You are ready. So, I love you guys. Thanks for everything. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.